Lewis, we're doing a lot of traveling this summer. Elevators are always a place where it is close quarters. So if someone tries to attack you in an elevator, what do you do? Well, we have the experts here with us this Martial Arts Monday. We have Brandon Kelly, assistant instructor for iKarate Club, alongside of Courtney Holland and Corey. They're going to be walking us through how to protect ourselves, really defend ourselves in tight quarters. Guys, thanks for joining us today.
Well, thank you for having us.
Absolutely. And I mean, we just saw a video.
Yes.
I mean, it can be hard, you know, if somebody's coming up on you, but there's nowhere to move, to kick them, to get them out of your way. How do we actually defend ourselves in those situations?
Well, the basic thing that we want to do is we want to always be ready. Mm-hmm. They say if you're ready, you don't have to get ready.
Okay, stay ready.
Stay ready, you don't have to get ready.
I like it, I like it.
So as you saw in the video, one of the first things that the person did was they created distance when they were attacked. So if we can go over exactly how that took place, Courtney and Corey will demonstrate that.
Nice. All right, we're ready when y'all are. I'm watching.
So after you're being attacked, you want to make sure you close the distance because you're stuck in an elevator, so you want, it's not many places
There's
to
not
go.
a place to
so you
move.
want to close the distance by attacking.
Okay.
You want to make sure you get to points like your eyes and knees to take them down. So you want to hit, attack his eyes, make sure he gets down, and continue to
until
attack.
those doors open.
Exactly, until you have a means of escape, be able to get out.
I like that, Corey. That was a beautiful demonstration. She took you out. I'm sorry. You will not be getting off of that elevator. Now, what about small weapons when it comes to being in tight quarters?
Well, we have a lot of small weapons that we tend to use. Women can use perfume to spray in the eyes.
Okay. Is that what I'm smelling right now?
Yes, we did a demonstration with that. But that's one of the things that we use. Also, keys are an effective striking tool that you can strike to the face or any part of the body to give you just that little outcome to be able to do something else to get away.
Nice. So I want to back up just a little bit because I carry my travel perfume with me.
Yes.
So you're saying all I have to do is reach into my bag
and spray.
Am I going for the eyes?
You're going for the eyes.
So because
just that little second takes you an opportunity to move in a different place.
Everything is literally a weapon.
Yes.
I like that.
Yes.
Okay, now how would we use our keys in a situation on an elevator?
Well, Corey has a demonstration with the keys. If a person is close to you, the keys are an effective striking method to the eyes or face, which can give you that second that you need to escape or go into a different attack until you're able to escape. So if I'm standing close to Corey and I don't see that he has a weapon, they're also a hidden weapon. If I grab, my God, right to the face.
Came out of nowhere.
To the groin.
Nice.
So he has that second created to continue striking to the point where he's safe.
Nice. Okay, so we have our keys, we have the perfume. Not only do we have that, we have, remember, that combo. Oh, there you are, Courtney. Yeah. That combo that you walked us through. That's pretty impressive.
And one last one we'd like you to try, Chelsea.
Oh, boy.
Is a palm strike that goes into a claw where we rake the face.
Okay.
So if Corey was to come up and throw a punch at me, I would outblock with a palm strike to his chin and look where my fingers are to rake down the face.
I would hate to be on the other side of that attack.
Well, you're going to be on the front side, so Chelsea, come on up and let Corey give you a strike.
This is third time's the charm. You've been beat up pretty bad today. All right, come for me.
So she's going to go palm strike and rake across the eyes. Look at that, and get him out of here.
Use your
She's
nails.
safe to fight another day.
Yeah, put him in a coffin, as I like to say. Now, we are on an elevator. We can't forget about that emergency button.
We cannot forget about that, or calling the police once we've made it to safety.
Nice. Okay. Now, I'm thinking about an elevator. I have an elevator in my apartment building. It's only 4 floors. But if you're in a big building, that's a lot of time to be warding off an attacker. So, Courtney, I liked how When Corey was down, you just kept going until those doors opened. In St. Louis, if you would like to learn some tactics on how to defend yourself, no matter how young or how young at heart you are, you can absolutely do it with iKarate Club. They are truly not only teaching you how to defend yourself with their survivor tactics class, but they also have cardio classes, classes for kids, and you can learn more by heading online to iKarateClub.com or emailing info@iKarateClub. Again, we'll post all this information on our website at studiostl.tv. Gentlemen, thank you. And Courtney, thank you for showing up for the ladies. We are scholars, we are warriors, and we'll also be right back after this quick break.